Hey everybody, Austin Farnham here with the Farnham Music Channel. I wanted to take some time and explain what a 2-5-1 means. So let's start from the very beginning. We're just going to take a major scale, and if you don't know what a major scale is, you might YouTube like C major scale and find an explanation for that, but that's where we're going to start today. So in a 2-5-1, we need some sort of scale to work off of, so we're going to start with C major. So I'm just going to write that out. Okay, so there's our C major scale. And what I'm going to do next is I'm just going to put numbers to each one of the scale degrees. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we don't have an 8 really because it just repeats back to 1. Okay, now I got to make a chord using this scale. So how we make chords, we're going to take, so I want to make, let's start with D. So I'm going to make a D chord. And what I'm going to do is, my first note is D, because it's a D chord. And then I'm going to skip E and move to F. And I'm going to take that note. Gives me F. And then I'm going to skip from F to A, so I'm skipping G straight to A, and I'm going to take that. And then I'm going to skip from A to C. And that gives me a D minor 7 chord. And that symbol looks like this. So D and then a minus and then a 7. Okay, next I'm going to do G. So I'm starting on G, and I'm going to skip, once again, I'm going to take B. So doing the same process, just starting on a different note. So skipping to B, and then I would skip, it's not written out here, but if we kept the scale going, I would skip to D. So skipping C and going to D, I'm going to start here at D. I'm going to skip E and go to F. And this gives me a G7 chord. Okay? So these are the notes. Below the line are the notes of the chord, and then this is the symbol that represents this grouping of notes. Okay? And then lastly, I'm going to start here at C, and I'm going to skip to E. So write that in here, E. And then I'm going to skip to G. And then lastly, I'm going to skip to B. So this chord makes what we call a C. I'm going to draw a triangle here, and that stands for a major. So a C major 7. Now, in making a 2-5-1, we take what the 2 chord is here. Sometimes it's represented as Roman numerals, so it would be a 2. And then we're going to take our 5 chord here. And then we're going to take our 1 chord here. And this gives us a 2-5-1. So if we were going to write that out on paper, like in a piece of music, like soloing changes, just make something here, so 4-4. And so I would start out with the 2, D minor 7, moving to the 5, G7, and then I would move to C major 7, my 1 chord. So when you're soloing, playing these changes, you could use, so say the pianist is playing a D minor 7, you could use these chords, these notes, to fit the D minor 7 chord, And then when moving to G7, you could use these notes. And moving to C major 7, you could use these notes. Those are centered in the chord, and they're what makes the chord sound like it does. You could also think of it, all of these chords are based out of a C major scale. So we could take what's called a key center, and over this entire thing play ideas based in the C major scale. Now, if you want to get more specific, you can regard each specific chord change, but if you're just a beginner and you're learning how to match sounds with chord changes, just try playing in C major over this entire chord progression, and you'll whatever you're going to play, you'll have the matching pitches that work with those chords, and you can start developing ideas from there. So that is how you make a 2-5-1 progression, and that is how you can utilize it as a beginner. So if you have any questions, drop them in the comments box, and I'd be happy to answer them and clear any questions up that you have. Also, if you would like, I have another page called the Jazz Licks series page, and I will put some links in the description below, so check that out if you're interested. Thank you all so much for watching.